I'm Brenda Abercrombie. I'm 50 years old, and I'm a police juror in District 8. This is Miss Doris Russell. Miss Doris, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes. I'm 96 years old. I was married to Leonard Kyle in 1944. He was police juryman, elected police juryman, and he passed away, with a car wreck. In 65, I served for 1 year with the police jury, and then I ran, was elected, and I served 7 years with the police jury.
What year, 1965?
65.
And you
65 to 72.
After finishing your husband's term, what made you decide to run on your own for police jury?
Well, I just wanted to finish what he had started. We all had separate wards then, and we wanted to see that the blacktop and made an improvement in the roads, and there was a lot to be done. So then I finished. I didn't want to run anymore because I had 2 teenagers, and I thought I need to be with them,
I ran myself when I realized I didn't know what a police juror was, and I found out the people that were here, it was affecting all of our lives.
I know.
So that's whenever I had someone ask me, and I decided I'd try it. I didn't have nothing to lose, so that was why I ran. When you ran as a female, did you have any challenges that were difficult?
No, I did not.
Your community supported you as a female
running? Oh, yes,
running.
they all supported me, or backing me.
I had a little different. I had some people tell me when I would go door to door, "You're a girl, you can't do that. You can't do, it has to be a man." So it didn't bother me. I thought I'd try it anyway. While you were juror, are there any accomplishments that stand out for you that y'all were able to do?
With the roads and everything, we worked then to put up signs that were stop signs, speed signs, all of that had to take place. Blacktopping more roads over there.
How did you handle your roads back then? Did you take care of your own?
I had a foreman, and all the equipment and everything for my ward was at my house for the fuel tanks and everything. And he was really helped me a lot. Buster Craighead, and he would go around and check the roads, and we would ride around and check them and see what needed to be done.
So you could actually have an input, a say, tell him what needed to be done, how your money was spent in your ward. Now it's a little different. I send in a request from individuals asking me, and the supervisor determines what will be done, normally on his own, or he brings it to the full jury and asks for road work and stuff. Do you have any advice for someone if they're considering public service?
Listen to people, and their complaints, and try to work it out with them to do whatever's, taking place.
I do get a lot of that. People will call me with small, really complaints.
I know.
And if you just take the time to listen to them, it makes it much easier. With politics with me, I just take it day by day. One day I feel like, oh, this is so overwhelming. The next day it's pleasant, we work well together. Politics is hard, but ultimately, I know I do try to do what I feel like's best for the whole parish, the whole ward, but I do want to always vote on what I feel like is right overall. You stopped after your second term?
Mm-hmm.
Were you glad you stopped?
Yes, I had teenagers to take care of, but the police jury, some of them that was already been in office, and they were elected again. Mm-hmm. Some of them were so good and helped me, and some of them were John Henry Caskey, Eugene Pearson, and Elton Johnson. They were all so good to me and helped me a lot.
My father was a juror 20-something years ago. Mm-hmm. So he'd given me a lot of advice, but most of us that came in my first term were new, other than Mr. Buckley, and he had served many years previously, and Mr. Watley. But we did help each other because not much of us knew anything. Mm-hmm. It was kind of learning together. Yeah. It has been a learning experience. Yeah. You just have to see where it leads you. I was elected 2 years ago as president of the police jury. I did serve for 2 years as president. During that time, we did have tornadoes come through, and that's whenever I really found out what the president did. Normally, you just ran the meeting, you talked the agenda, that was about it. During that time, for like 8 months, we had to house the people that had lost their homes. We had over 70, 80 people that lost their homes at Christmas. Yeah. We had to put them up, and that's when I found out we work hand in hand with Homeland Security. Being the first female president, it was a exciting thing. I'm sure just like being the first female police juror elected. And
during my time, there was a female mayor of Farmerville, but I can't remember her name, but she was the mayor.
You don't have a lot of women in a lot of these positions. When we go off to the meetings, I look around and it is a lot of men, but it is growing. It is growing. And for any girl that would want to do something or lady that would like to try, they should try. I wouldn't give up. If you have a voice, you should share it. You should, a passion in exploring something, trying something. You never know what you'll be good at unless you try. Well, I'm so glad I got to sit down and meet you and talk to you.
I hope it covered everything.